So let me get this straight. Kid Rock's people called and wanted him to be on the show.
Yes.
But they don't know what time he's going to call.
No.
Tough. We're not interested.
Okay.
It's not an open invitation.
Gotcha.
You don't invite yourself someplace and go, I'll show up whenever. No, you won't.
I'll pass that along.
I don't even know what he's pitching. What is he pushing?
That new album and the single with Sheryl Crow.
The crap that we heard a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
Eat me. And that's official.
Gotcha. I'll pass that along too.
Eat me. Eat me. Eat me.
I will tell him or tell them that Russ Martin is too big for Kid Rock and that Kid Rock can eat him if he cannot set a specific time.
Just tell him, you know what, if he's going to be a jackass, he can't set a time to go eat himself, too.
All right.
All right. Anything exciting happen I don't know about? Whether I was there or not?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did I hear Dan has an appearance coming up?
Yes.
Who are you shutting down?
I don't think I'll be shutting down Best Buy.
You better hurry and use your certificate.
Oh. What are you doing at Best Buy?
It's for Spider-Man, the release of Spider-Man.
Is that out already?
Already? It's been a while. But
what has it been, 4 or 5 months?
Crappy movies come out pretty quick.
That's what I always said. I don't care how many billions of dollars they made. So what are you going to do?
I'll be giving away some copies of the movie, and I've got other stuff to give away. Limited edition Spider-Man watches.
You want to take this with you?
No. I think I'll be all right.
You might need it for the crowd.
Should be a considerable crowd.
Okay. Go take it.
Halloween night at 10:30 at the Best Buy in Plano.
So Laura's going to be at Home Alone on Halloween?
No, the rest of the family will be there.
Your daughter's not going out trick-or-treating?
We'll be doing all that earlier.
What's your daughter going as?
I don't know. She hasn't put her costume together yet.
Any ideas?
No.
I have some suggestions.
It'll probably be
something.
She's got a Star Wars thing that she likes to wear.
Princess Leia?
No.
Leia?
Jedi Knight type thing. Cloak and all that. Well covered.
Too bad. So I won't be able to see your tattoo.
What tattoo?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that slip?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's okay. Good. All right. What does this jackass want? Yes, jackass?
What do you want?
I was wondering if we could go ahead and listen to the tape.
We listened to the tape yesterday.
No, the rest of the tape, because you didn't play all of it. There was still quite a bit left.
Hold on, Eddie's shaking us. Were you shaking your head?
Yeah, I took it home, and there's actually where we left off, that was pretty much it. They played a couple of songs, and it was over.
Oh. Okay.
Nothing else?
Thanks.
Maybe.
Well, what does that mean?
Turn off the mic.
I don't want to. I'm tired of the turn off the mic shtick. It even bores me now. Write it down on paper.
No, it's better.
Yeah, write it down on paper. I'll turn the mics off while you do it. Was it funny?
No, not really. I mean, that was what I just said.
All right. I'll listen to it during one of the breaks. I'll decide. All right. Ready to go with news? I have nothing else.
Sure. Audio?
I'm going to get Thomas on the phone later. I think I want to bet on the Cowboy game.
You are $300 and something down. You're going to bet again?
That's going to be a tough call because who are they playing? Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
They're 1-5. They suck worse than the Cowboys. But now the Cowboys have an inexperienced baseball quarterback.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah.
And will Emmett, he just, what does he need, 93 yards?
Mm-hmm. Not for their current offense.
Well, if Seattle sucks the way that they do, maybe he can get it. I'm still going for the November 3rd game. I forget who they're playing. I bet he doesn't hit it this Sunday.
I bet you he doesn't either.
I don't think he's got anywhere close to 93 yards in a game, has he?
No.
I don't know what he's averaging so far this season.
I think 90's been the most he's hit this year. I could be wrong because I'm just now getting into the underworld gambling thing. All right. You already handed me the audio, right?
I did, yes.
Well, then here we go. 3:17, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us today by Burger King and by Moose and Vinny's in Arlington. I'll be there tonight from 9 to 11 o'clock. We'll be giving away tickets to the Harley-Davidson Open Road Tour concert with Aerosmith and Stone Temple Pilots, and also fifth row seats to Rodney Carrington in concert with Cowboy Bill Martin at Next Stage in Grand Prairie. So I'll look for you tonight at Moose and Vinny's, 9 to 11. It is Thursday, October 24th, 2002. Kevin Klein turns 55 today. Nobody else we're talking about. 42-year-old Army veteran and a teenager from Jamaica were arrested at a roadside rest stop today. You probably heard about this already. For questioning the 3-week wave of deadly sniper attacks that have terrorized the Washington, D.C. area. The arrests linked to a telephone boast about a deadly Alabama robbery raised hopes of a conclusion to the intensive manhunt. A newspaper report said the men were motivated by anti-American bias. Police in Washington State say they were not part of an organized group. Michigan Court of Appeals threw out a jury's $29.3 million reward against the Jenny Jones show, saying the talk show had no legal duty to protect a guest who was murdered after revealing a gay crush. The appeals court reversed its 1999 decision of an Oakland County jury that found the show's owner, Warner Brothers, and its distributors, Telepictures, liable for the Scott Armature. That's it. Armature was shot and killed.
Do you actually read these out of time?
Yes, I really do. Armature was shot and killed by Jonathan Schmidt in 1995, 3 days after he revealed an attraction to Schmidt during a taping of the show. The show never aired. Schmidt is now in prison from 25 to 50 years.
See, that was a host job to begin with.
Which was?
As much as I hate her and her great big pumpkin head, not quite as huge as yours, but as much as I hate her, they didn't have any business finding them liable. They booked 2 people on the show.
But the whole thing was they set him up, and they said, no, this is not about that at all. He asked, is this something gay? And they said, no, they lied.
Okay, so if I lie to you, then it's okay for me to go kill somebody.
No, it's not okay to kill somebody, but we know they're producers. We run this stupid show. They're a bunch of liars.
They are. What's a collective term for lying bitches?
Gaggle.
A gaggle of lying bitches. That's all they are. They lied to us before we got there.
Right.
They lied to us while we were there. They lied to us on stage during a commercial break. You guys are going to go on first, then we're going to get you out. We're going to take you off stage. We're going to put you in a limo, get you back to the airport, so you guys are ready to go back on your show the next day. None of that was planned. We sat there until, God, I hate those bitches.
And they lied to us afterwards, calling the voicemail going, well, I guess you don't know about your flight change then. Remember?
Oh, yeah, on the way to the airport.
Screw you. We changed our own flight, got on a 777 first class.
When we absconded with one of the limos, they go running out the building, straight to the limo. Because they wanted us to, not only were they going to make us late and we were going to miss that flight, God, I hate those bitches.
See, they deserve the $29 million.
No, they didn't, just because I hate them.
They lied to us, and we know that, so God knows what they said.
Well, which means I could go and kill somebody.
No, but they should share some responsibility for what happened.
Sure. No, they shouldn't.
All the lying and conniving, after all that, it drove the guy over the edge.
Well, first of all, you don't know that they really lied.
We don't.
Well,
you don't. No. I mean, we don't know the extent of their lying.
Yeah.
We're just basing that on personal experience.
Well, yeah. And they just lied to us about timing.
It doesn't offer, you're right, it doesn't give a reason to go kill somebody. It's bound to happen eventually. All these shows.
I still hate those
get
bitches.
People angry, put them in a situation. Had they never been on the show, the guy never would have killed him.
So?
I'm just saying.
Life is full of if this had an ever.
Okay.
Had I left the house 3 minutes earlier, this wouldn't have happened.
That's true.
Had somebody been an idiot and had a wreck on the side of 35, this wouldn't have happened because it would have slowed me down. Those
They're appealing, so they may get some money.
Nah, they ain't going to get nothing. You can't hold somebody responsible for an idiot wigging out and killing somebody.
You put them in the situation now.
Well, because if I was put in a situation that I wasn't comfortable with and then I went and killed somebody,
the guy's a whack.
I'm still responsible. And nobody else.
No, the guy's responsible, the one that's in prison, absolutely.
Did Jenny Jones, did she say, look, once you guys get off the air, why don't you go whack homo boy?
No.
Okay, then. There was no collusion. There was no liability.
It's the family of the dead guy they're giving the cash to.
Well, he didn't deserve anything either.
He did nothing but show up. And say,
sometimes it don't pay.
I like you. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, we'll get you back on your flight in time. Even the limo guy wasn't going to leave because it was just the three of us?
Yeah. We must wait, sir.
No, we're not waiting. Look, here's $50. Let's book.
Exactly what he said. 2 minutes later, we're on the freeway. Getting back was great. Getting there was a nightmare. Sitting on the road. Had
we not left the instant that limo driver left, we wouldn't have caught the flight that we caught to come back to Dallas. And we would have sat there, God knows how long, because it was the Christmas of, 2000.
Yeah.
And there's a snowstorm in Chicago.
2 years ago.
Sat on the tarmac in Dallas for an hour and a half.
A longer nap, but okay. If your memory's an hour and a half, good.
What, an hour and a half?
So over 2 hours.
I thought it was. Was it?
Over 2 hours we sat there.
I thought it was combined, hour and a half in Dallas and 45 minutes in Chicago.
Oh, okay, maybe that's my memory.
Bitches. I knew we shouldn't have gotten on that stinking plane.
You got up to leave. The exact second they locked the door.
Oh, but wasn't Chicago fun? That
Chicago.
night we spent in Chicago.
Yeah, that was great. -40.
I don't think I've ever been that cold. Even when I stocked freezers at Wendy's.
That was frighteningly cold.
You'd have to just duck into a grocery store or something just to get out of the wind for a couple of seconds. What morons would want to live in that?
I think literally the high temperature the day we were there was 2. That's not wind chill, that was temperature.
And quite balmy, I might add. Bitches.
Then we went to get underwear.
Oh, yeah.
That we never used.
Oh, well, yeah, they screwed that up, too. We're supposed to go out on stage and strip, and I told them before anything happened, I went, we need to walk through this so we know exactly when you guys want this stuff to happen, because this ain't our show. I don't know. Did we do a walkthrough? No. We stand up to the door, and the guy goes, get up, go to the stage, and go sit down in those 3 chairs. All right, well, I guess they're going to cue us when the little dancing and the strip-off pants happens. Not a word.
And then they came to us afterwards. What happened? Why didn't you do it?
Why don't you go ask that guy back at the door that told us to sit down?
No. Stay back here. We're going to take pictures. Remember?
What?
Afterwards, they want to take pictures of everybody.
Oh, after we were, after we sat on stage the whole thing and we were going to be late and miss our flight. We're going to get a group shot. Good.
You get it. We'll be right over here.
Yeah. Send it to us when you're done.
We were running out of there. We couldn't find the exit.
We need your wireless. Okay.
We'll send it to you.
Mail it.
Okay.
So no, they're not. As much as I hate them, and I wish bad things on them and their vulvas.
Yes.
For the baloney to bubble up. They're not responsible for that guy killing the gay guy.
Well, they're not. I still think they're not responsible for pulling the trigger or anything like that, or the actual murder. But they are in some small part responsible for setting the situation up and forcing the situation to happen.
Is Everett responsible for the nutbag that drove into my garage?
You blame him for it.
I do on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't take him to court.
Oh, you could.
He set us up. He forced me into it. I didn't want to.
Actually, you did. Yeah, at that point, it was your choice whether to go out with her. It was not this guy's choice.
Well, it was this guy's choice to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
But he didn't.
Did he have a choice?
To kill him, yes.
Okay.
To be on that
That's
show,
where it stops.
To be on that show, no.
Did he have and he also had a choice to be on the show.
But he didn't know what was going to happen.
That's what he says.
Oh, well, that's what they agreed to that. They even said, we didn't really tell him the truth. They said that in court.
I don't believe they said that. I believe they said it was somebody that had a crush on him. He said, is it a man or is it a girl or whatever, and they never really said.
No, I thought they said no.
So they didn't lie. They danced around it.
They lied about everything else.
He should have known better. He wanted to be on TV. He was all excited.
That's true.
Did he have a choice to kill this guy?
Of course.
Okay. Then he's the only one responsible. Jenny Jones give him the gun?
No.
You lose again.
They'll get the cash. Lose.
No, they're not going to get any cash.
They will, eventually. They'll probably reduce it. I think $29 million is a little ridiculous for getting your son killed.
They don't deserve $1.
Because...
Why don't they...
The one that got killed was gay, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why doesn't the family of the gay son, why don't they sue the guy that killed the son?
Because they probably don't have any money.
Well, that's not Jenny Jones's and her Pumpkinhead's fault. Is it?
No, you and this Pumpkinhead thing.
I just like the fact that when something happens, you don't go after the person responsible. You go after the person with the most money. It's like if you're in a car wreck and the airbag doesn't deploy, you sue GM. You don't sue the drunk fart that ran into you because GM's got more money.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I hate those bitches.
Which ones?
Jenny Jones.
Oh,
all of them.
We're back to that.
I even told him sitting in the office in Dallas, I went, you know what, I think we're going to back off on this. And she goes, I can't believe I have to convince you to be on a network TV show. Well, first of all, you got no ratings here in Dallas. We're not syndicated, so it does us no good to be on in other markets. Well, what if we promise we can get you back on time? Yeah, okay. Maybe. Bitches. All chock full of bacterial vaginosis.
That was the worst trip I've ever taken.
All right, about the end.
Let's see here. A handful of people. We plan to watch Game 5 of the World Series tonight. I want to tune in a little bit early. The national anthem will be performed by our own daddy-hating Leanne Rimes. That'll be fun. See if she can't keep her clothes on. Cut number 1, The Truth About Charlie opens in theaters tomorrow in this remake of a 60s classic called Charade. A young woman in Paris is about to divorce her husband when she discovers he's dead and all their money is gone. Here, cut number 1, Mark Wahlberg was asked if he was concerned about comparisons to Cary Grant, who played in the original. I'm sorry.
You know, right before I pressed that, I thought...
He wouldn't do that.
Is this going to be a hose job? So
I must be cut 2 is my okay, I'm just numbered them. Cut 2. I swear. Listen to it in Q. It is. Okay, you don't care about Mark. We'll move on. Listen to it in Q. I'll give you $20 if it's not.
It's going to be another... It's worth $20 for you, for me to play another clip from me drunk at the party.
I'll give you this lotto ticket.
Yeah, like you're going to win the lottery.
That's it. That is not it. That's cut 1. That's cut 1.
What if somebody had to slip me something that would have killed me? That's the only thing that scares me about all this. Forget the embarrassment and not remembering what happened. What if it could have killed me?
It's true.
What if whatever they gave me interacted with alcohol to the point where if you had too much alcohol, you die?
That could be absolutely could have happened. You're still assuming somebody slipped you something.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah. We'll know soon.
That's a long stretch of time not to remember.
If that's the case, it was very dangerous. But we'll never know.
Oh, we'll know. I'll get the hair test in a couple of weeks.
Never know who did it, though.
No. Although, didn't Matt follow me around most of the night with a camcorder?
He did, and I've got emails from other people that had camcorders there, especially at the beginning when you were first coming in and people were around you. And anytime you stepped out into the crowd, people were videotaping you with other people.
There may be a way to track them down, whoever it was. Because if there were enough camcorders from start to finish, you'll be able to follow me and see who gave me what.
If anything.
Yeah. Because the only time I remember being handed anything was when I got there. Chloe handed me a Corona, a Jack and Coke, and that was it. The rest of the time we had our own bottle. And Lee was in control of that.
And yeah, you weren't drinking mixed even, so.
No. I've never done anything like that.
I know. Really cut 2 is Mark Wahlberg.
I don't trust you. All right, let me see the 20.
I'll even let you hold it while you play cut 2. If you swear you'll play cut 2.
All right, Eddie. What does that say?
2.
That is not it. Quit. Give me my 20 back.
Oh, well. Take it.
I'm not, because, we did the complete opposite. It's not, I mean, he would try to cast Will Smith first and then me, so it's like, obviously he's going for something different. But, if I could get away with it, I'd try it. But, no, we never thought about that. It was always about, doing the complete opposite.
So that's The Truth About Charlie that comes out this weekend. Also, Jackass the movie is out. Ryan Dunn, who was asked what stunts on the TV show he's recognized for. That is got 3. Stop it. Wouldn't do that twice. You wouldn't see that coming.
Yes, Mike?
Russ, buddy.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Good.
I am so sick and tired of you talking about somebody slipped you something.
I don't care.
Man, you cannot believe that.
I don't care.
You were pounding at 4:30.
I don't care.
You honestly believe in your heart somebody slipped you?
What did I say on the air?
Oh. We heard you popping the cork, man.
Okay.
You're a lightweight, man. You're just getting old, man.
No, I'm not a lightweight. I drink a lot. And I know how I get when I get drunk. I don't need you to help me to figure this out. It's very kind of you to offer your...
I don't think you want to figure it out.
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm going to have the drug test.
All right.
Now what?
You taking bets on the drug test?
You're absolutely welcome to.
Is there a push on the book with that? Or?
You decide. Hurry up, you're boring me.
All right, you're a lightweight, Russ.
Okay, fine. You know more about it than I do.
All right, lightweight.
Pussy. Oh, that's right. You don't have a comeback for pussy, do you? That's right, because pussy just pounds you down.
We'll skip to the end here. Finally, Matt LeBlanc.
What was I supposed to play here?
It doesn't matter. That was just, that was going to be a guy from the movie Jackass. They made a movie out of that.
Well, I've done pretty much something in every episode of the series. I don't have the most memorable face, so I don't go recognize as much, but I'll go off of what people usually recognize me for. It would be, let's say, the Snake River jump. That's when I was on that little kid's bicycle trying to jump a ramp over the river, and obviously unsuccessful. Because if it was successful, it wouldn't have been on the show.
No, we'll jump to the end here. Matt LeBlanc appears in Friends tonight on NBC and tomorrow in the movie All the Queen's Men. He was asked what it's like here on cut number 5 to dress in drag for All the Queen's Men. Cut number 5.
Here he comes. Well, aren't you the motherfucker?
It's a funny one.
Have I heard this before?
I don't think so. So when he finally comes back out for the encore.
Okay.
And you've been on stage saying, here he comes, for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Anybody want to throw down any cash on the drug test?
Well,
we talked about this yesterday.
I think I
forgot.
said $50.
50, there's going to be nothing in my system.
There's nothing other than alcohol in your system.
Okay. Dan? That's a tough call because I was with you most of the night. Except when you were in the limo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to say it was just the alcohol and the excitement.
Okay. Eddie?
You were way too lucid to have only been drunk, so I'm saying $5 that there's something in there.
Okay. Yeah. Now we'll listen to the cut. By the way, I'll take the bet.
Okay.
You and Dan. Would you just bet, Dan?
50.
You bet 50, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Eddie's 5 on my side.
Mm-hmm.
Here he comes! Oh! Can I change my bet?
Nope.
Why don't we just save this for later?
Okay.
Is it a savable cut?
Yes, very good. It's funny. It's only about 12, 15 seconds. It's just as they come up to do the encore. And you've been on stage yelling at Mike for about 4 or 5 minutes. And telling the crowd to be loud.
Oh, no! I'll play the whole cut.
Shut up! When I want your help, I'll start asking for it. Jesus. I don't need your help playing cuts. Just stand there and shut up and wait for your show to happen.
All right, fine.
Here he comes! Oh! I can't.
It's really not long.
It ain't you. If it's you, it's long. Am I right?
Yes, it would be years if it was me.
According to this, there's like 8 seconds left.
8 seconds.
I don't want to listen to it.
Okay. You can go to cut 6. It's much less embarrassing. No. You had to scream right before you started saying yeah. Oh, God. It's over. Right here.
I'm going to listen to it and cue off the air.
Okay.
Just think happy thoughts while I'm doing this. Oh, no. No.
Okay, we can wrap up.
Yeah, good.
There's news.
We're done.
News and information brought to us by the Sportsman Club. I'll be there tomorrow night from 9 to 11 o'clock, giving away tickets to Emmitt Smith's record-breaking game, and Saturday at Sports Clips in Hickory Creek from 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning with Jay Novacek at Hickory Creek. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk.
All right. Check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talk. White Lightning.
Why, Big Russell, this report brought to you by Nextel and by Street. Double accident in Dallas and Irving, northbound, 75 Central. Just before Forest Lane, there's an accident. Only one lane getting by. Got a bit of a delay there, northbound on the Dallas North Tollway. Just after Northwest Highway, there's an injury accident once again. Only one lane open, delays starting to build there. Eastbound, Highway 183, just before Valley View Lane. There's an accident on the right shoulder. That's only causing about a quarter mile onlooker delay. This report brought to you by Folgers. Now there's another way to enjoy the best part of waking up. Try Folgers Caffeine Latte, a rich, frothy, creamy coffee drink that comes in delicious flavors like vanilla vibe, mocha fusion, and caramel groove. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM White Lightning.
Thank you, Jonathan. Weather-wise, rain and some more rain. Going to rain tonight, 54 for the overnight low. Then tomorrow morning, showers clearing out for Saturday afternoon. By Saturday night, more rain coming in. So there you go, right. We're at 61 degrees and showers off and on depending on where you are at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
At least at the party.
Yes.
I didn't jump off the stage into the crowd screaming, I am a golden god.
No, you did not. Proof of that.
What is cut 6?
It's you basically just talking to the audience.
How long is the cut?
It's real short. It's about 3 seconds. While Mike was off stage. One of the things that I didn't have to bleep. Short.
Yes, Mike.
Rod.
Yeah.
Buddy, I think you got bit by the bearded clam.
Why?
Your date, man. The one that you were swapping spit with.
Uh-huh.
She's the one that gave you something.
Trying to think if that's possible.
She had complete access to you, man. And everything else from what we understand.
Hmm. It's a
Why wouldn't that
possibility.
be feasible?
You know what? I'll get a hair sample from her, too.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, because she'll probably be on the same stuff that you were on.
You're probably right. After reading some stuff about it, I'm thinking it was I'll just go with if. Mm-hmm. It was GHB.
That's what it sure sounds like.
But why would anybody do that? Because I know that people do it as a recreational drug. Why would you do it if you're not going to remember anything?
I don't know. Maybe she was under some stupid impression you weren't going to be easy or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wanted to increase your fun at the party.
No, but I hear people doing it. Why would you want to do G at all if it's gonna give you a night that you didn't remember? Because that's a complete waste of time. I've been drunk before and done absolutely asinine stuff, but I woke up the next day and went, oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Been there.
And remember everything about it. Or you get drunk, you clean up your house, and you get up the next day and you go, who did this? Oh, cool, I did. And then you remember it.
And you ate the 3 frozen pizzas. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And you know you did it. You remember fixing them. You remember everything. Eating it's a little fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. The time frame always goes away for me. It's like you do a lot of stuff and you go, where did 5 hours go?
Right. But I mean, there were things from Friday night I don't even, if there hadn't been pictures and audio, I wouldn't have believed anybody.
Have you talked to this chick since, Russ?
Yeah, I banged her last night. Oh. Sorry.
Well, have you talked to her?
About that?
Yeah, any possibility.
No, I didn't ask. I haven't really thought about it.
She'd have access to you.
We're just
what is she going to do? What is she going to do? Come up and say, yeah, I did it. Thought you'd enjoy it.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the way most of the things drive.
Mm. Well, let's see what I say to the crowd on cut number 6. Would you like to stay on the phone?
Sure.
Okay. Well, no, don't turn the radio up.
I just try to turn it up.
Go, 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 go!
You're trying to get him to applaud so Mike Reno would come back out.
What the hell am I saying?
Go, 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 go.
Oh.
I think that's a symptom of bearded clam disease.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Go, 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 go! Any other surprises on this?
That's the 3 best I could find.
I got an email. Somebody offered me $1,000 for the audio.
Damn.
Dan was supposed to check it out, see if it was legit. Was it?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Damn.
I might be able to clean up on this.
Yeah.
Screw the charity. I got a Batmobile to feed.
That's true. Oh, when's that coming?
You know what? I don't know that it's going to make it by Halloween now.
You were promised.
I know it. I got 2 emails from him last night with different pictures of the car after it's been painted once and then resanded and getting ready for the second paint. Hasn't had the red striping put on it yet, you know, that goes around all the edges of the Batmobile. And he also said the wheels haven't come in yet. And he has to have the wheels to be able to adjust the height on the car.
Right.
Because once you peel off, 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of steel and replace it with fiberglass, the car's going to sit too high. So he's got to have the wheels so he makes sure that the clearance is right. He said those haven't come in from Raider yet. I'll bet you money it ain't here by next Thursday.
It's a week from tomorrow.
You pulling up his number, Dan?
Would you like me to go, or like to call him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try something that I didn't think I would try.
Okay.
I don't think that's me.
Oh, please. Really? That's it's you. We have video of it, too, if you'd like.
I don't care. Okay. That's not me.
That's okay.
That's my new angle.
Another guy in a pimp outfit on the stage with Loverboy at the Russ Martin White Trash Party.
You know how you responded to that?
Huh.
Wow.
In fact, I found out just today that there were actually 2 professional cameras shooting this concert also. Not just that shaky little handy cam.
Really?
Mm-hmm. From 2 different angles.
And who was shooting that?
Actually, a friend of a friend of mine. He emailed me.
I didn't give anybody permission to shoot that event.
Loverboy did.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Huh. Who paid Loverboy?
You did.
Okay. Did I give anybody permission?
Uh-uh.
I see a problem already.
Yes.
You can't come and shoot an event without permission from the organizer. You can't.
I agree.
Can't they shoot themselves? They shot their part of the event, not the entire event, but just their part of it.
We'll see. It was at my event. I paid them. At that point, they were employees of me. I employed Loverboy that night. In fact, Loverboy was there just to back me up.
Apparently.
What was the other cut you slipped in? 3?
No.
Well, I've done
5.
It definitely got easier as
Good 5.
Here he goes! Oh! I mean, really, have you ever seen me this bad?
Never. Really. That's only.
And you and I, we've drank so hard that we passed out in my front yard and the sprinkler system woke us up.
Yes. And that night you weren't like this. But it wasn't a concert either. You were high. There's a lot of
I've been to
adrenaline.
concerts, and that's got nothing to do with
You've
it.
been on stage, though. Have you?
On stage like
You
that?
looked really forward to this. I think part of this may be adrenaline driven.
I don't think so.
Looked so forward to this.
No. It was fun. We had already had him in the studio.
Yeah.
The crowd does nothing for me, and I don't like crowds. So the adrenaline's...
It's funny every time. It's weird.
Now I know why the guy wants to buy it. He wants to buy the whole tape unedited. I may release it for $1,000. What am I trying to do? Hit the vocal post?
I think you were, yeah.
I'm going to talk this up. I'm going to talk him to ramp on the intro of the song. I don't vocals it.
That was good.
All right. Find out the status on my Batmobile, then we'll move on. That's too fast. I sat up all night last night with the dog because she's still sick.
Damn.
I watched episode of Charles in Charge.
Okay.
That little Nicole Eggert. I like to watch her. But you know who turned out to be a piece of ass is that little blonde on there. You won't remember unless you've ever seen the show. I don't know what her character name was or whatever, but her real name is Josie Davis. She turned into a mama.
Hi, this is Mark. I'm not available right now, but if you'll leave your name and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
To leave a voice message, press 1, or just wait for the tone. To send a numeric page, press 2 now. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished
I hate these
recording,
systems.
you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Citizen, car, Batman. Call me. I'll almost guarantee you it's not going to be here next week. Just the fact that he said the wheels, since the wheels haven't come in, that put him behind.
That should take what? When he gets them?
I don't know. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I'm on my Batmobile.
Then it takes 2 days to get here?
Yeah. So he's going to have to be done with everything by Tuesday.
Done, yeah.
They get here by Thursday.
You're like me. Every time I play it, I just over and over and over listen
I can't
to it.
stop.
I know.
The only thing that would make it better is if it wasn't me. But since it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I have a longer cut of the actual one, not on there, but
Or what?
I didn't use the one where he comes out to sing, where you're talking for like 2 minutes before he comes out to the crowd. That's where the go, 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 go comes from.
Oh.
That's actually all part of one long. Yeah. We can play that later.
I'm really surprised he actually called us back. Because if I had been a band that was really big in the 80s, and had to deal with that crap, that'd have been my last visit to Dallas.
He wants to come back. The crowd was way, way into it. In fact, the video guy, that he said he's videotaped Loverboy all over the country. He goes, it's their absolute best concert they've ever put on.
Well, it had nothing to do with me.
Well, it had to do with just the energy and you and the show and what was going on. They put on the very best show they've ever put on, and he has tons of their concerts.
Maybe I should be on the G all the time.
Possibly. Or on the
Why
tour.
not? I'm on everything else.
Yes.
I'm on the toot. I got the monkey on my back and the horse. Maybe the monkey can ride the horse for a while. We got a break? Oh, I'm not on the stuff right now. Don't try and hose me.
It's got a lot when I got to get in.
Before 4? Yeah. You're going to make it. Just now hit 4 o'clock.
I was waving a minute ago, though.
Hold on. Sharon?
Yeah,
Can you hang on for a second?
I guess.
All right.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
It was you.
Fine. That's what you want to think. Let me see what this chick wants. Put it back on hold, O'Malley. Put it on hold. Hold. It's a big square button with a solid thing. Put it on hold. Okay. Yeah, Sharon.
I can't believe that 3 fully grown men, who I presume are straight,
Oh, that's cold.
don't know where the frickin' G-spot is.
Well, Eddie don't know either. That's 4.
Most little women don't even know.
I know.
No, you
My
don't.
friends know.
And why would it be different on each woman?
It's not.
That's what I said. So let me ask, Dan, did you get a hold of Dr. Natasha?
I got a hold of Devin, her publicity person, and she's going to get her to call.
Digging in my ass. Hang on, I'm almost done. Smell.
I'll pass. Thank you. She's going to call as soon as...
No, really, smell.
I'll pass. Thank you. She's going to get her to call. It's probably going to be a little after 5. She's trying to get a hold of her now.
I guess
She's not able to come up today.
Why not?
She's
Well, that's all right. I didn't want her anyway.
Yeah, she's in Honolulu.
With her husband?
They went on a little birthday trip. It's her birthday.
What I don't understand is, why don't you even want to know where it is?
Why would I want to know?
Why don't you want to know?
Why would I want to know?
Yeah.
That's what
Why
I'm
would
saying.
you want to know?
Why would I want to know?
You want to make the girl pleasurable as much as she's...
Here's the thing. If nature, and I'm going to explain this once and for all, if nature wanted me to hit your G-spot, my penis would do it.
Then why did nature's put ours in the beehole?
We can reach it.
But wouldn't you want your
Gotcha on that
woman companion to...
I believe, I just explained it to you. Nature, if nature wanted my wee-wee to hit your G-spot, it would have been designed that way.
Well, it's not. So you have to work a little
No,
harder.
I don't.
You have to work a little harder.
I'm just following the laws of nature.
I just think it's really funny that...
I think the fact that my penis doesn't take care of the job, and your G-spot is in an area that it can't exactly reach.
Maybe there's something wrong with your thing.
No.
I think there is.
No, you had that fixed.
You had that fixed. Maybe you need an extension.
I just think the fact that maybe I've been right all along. You don't deserve orgasms.
We do.
Obviously, God doesn't think so.
Now there are some men that can find it, but you
Well, they can,
obviously-
but
you
they have to
three-
do it with their fingers, and that's not the way we reproduce.
That's not true. Obviously, you 3 men don't know how to find it or want to find it.
Well, what do you want me to do? Just lay down on you and jump around like I'm humping a mud hole until I hit it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not any fun for me. One of us should have a good time.
Well, the man always has a good time.
I know, because nature wants us to have a good time. That's why all bad things happen to women. That's why you have menstrual cramps, you have periods, you have childbirth, and you go through menopause. Why? Because you deserve it.
Why don't we deserve... I think we at least deserve one good thing.
You got cans. And you can play with them anytime you want.
I don't like kids. I want you to hit my G-spot.
And what do you think yours is?
I'm not going to say that on national radio.
If the G-spot is where I think it is, I would have to have a weenie shaped like a candy cane.
Yeah.
I don't think
right?
so.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That wouldn't work out for other things.
What, if you're shaped like a candy cane?
If it was hooked back at you,
that would
you might
work.
get stuck. Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen.
Dogs.
Mm-hmm. And the next thing you know, you got to call the neighbors with a bucket of water to get you unhooked. And it's damned embarrassing. Because, they come in, they open the door, and there you are, butt to butt.
Well, maybe you should just start doing it with guys.
Why? Because I get trapped there, too.
But you seem to know where that G-spot is.
Look, baby, I didn't put it there.
Yeah, no.
And it doesn't really matter if you hit my G-spot or not. I have an orgasm. It ain't my fault. Yours is in a readily accessible place.
But it is.
But it's not. If it was, everybody in this studio would know where it was, and there'd be no argument whatsoever. Isn't that right? Yes.
Well, I just don't think that...
You don't deserve it.
That y'all
Nature
know how
backs
to do
me
it
up.
Right. You obviously don't know how to do it right.
Obviously, biblical passages back me up. I'm sure there's some place in there. If God wanted you to have an orgasm, it'd be right there when we got in.
Well, why don't you just ask the woman that you're with?
You mean actually talk to her?
Talk to her while you're having sex and say, hey, where is your frickin' G-spot?
I don't want to.
And she'll tell you.
Why can't you just find it later after I'm gone?
Because then it's not fun.
Girl I was with last night said she had several.
So you
they
must
have two
found
kinds.
it.
And I didn't even ask.
They have two kinds. They have the one from the exterior, and then they have the interior. That's when you.
So they can have two?
They can have two different kinds of orgasms. Yeah.
And you know what that is? More than they deserve.
I don't think that's fair.
All right, wait a minute. So you can have one from the exterior and one from the interior?
Yes.
What are you bitching about?
Well, I think that that's great for us. Since we go through all the stuff. If you're saying it's unfair, I think it's totally fair.
Hold on a second. Yes, Dave?
Yeah, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I know how you hit that G-spot, and this lady can probably...
All right, go ahead. Tell me there.
Well, you get it on all fours. You flap the back of it a little bit.
You do it. So your answer is doggy style.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Sharon?
Yeah?
Get a beagle. Thanks, Dave. There we go.
Okay.
There, now it's all settled. If you want to find your G-spot that bad, stop by Pepperidge Farms.
I'm more confused than when we started.
I still contend it's right there as you go in, and you look up and then back.
Mm-hmm.
To where if you stuck a candy cane in there and you pull it back,
that'd be it.
You'd be close. But there are two things. I'm not really sure, and I don't really care. Like I said, if God or nature wanted you to have an orgasm, it would happen as soon as I got in, and it would be right there. That's why penis is, basically at a 45-degree angle in its happy state. There are reasons for all of this. And because you're not having an orgasm, there's a reason for it. You don't deserve it. Thank you. Straightening chicks out one at a time. Did you hear about that chick station on AM?
I heard something about them coming on, yeah. 900?
990.
990.
The cafe.
Yeah.
The signal it's weak.
I haven't listened to it yet.
You can't even pick it up.
Who's there?
Katie Pruitt used to be on this station.
Ooh.
He was the program director.
Ooh.
Gail Lightfoot.
Gail Lightfoot, yeah.
She used to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing the morning show, I think.
Katie Pruitt?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Be nice.
Ooh.
We've all known her forever.
I haven't.
Oh, you didn't know her?
No.
Oh.
I've seen pictures, though. Ooh. Ooh. What's she doing on a chick station?
Oh. She's a chick.
She is by definition a woman.
Have you seen pictures of her?
Yes. She's married, too.
You know what they had at the bottom of her headshots?
What?
Oh. Her mug was on a billboard when the station was Young Country, and her face was on there.
No, I know.
I used to see it on Stemmons as I get off 635 and go south on Stemmons, and see it right there on the right. And every single day at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Ew!
Yeah. Anyway, she's burger maker. Stubby Doak, who used to be on this station, is creative services director.
What does that mean?
That's a fancy name for production director.
Oh.
Who else? Oh, Benjamin Dover had a weekend show. Has a weekend show there.
On a chick station.
Yeah.
Well, if they got Katie Pruitt, he can be there.
Les. That's mean.
Have you seen her picture?
Yes, I have. I have seen her picture.
I'm trying to think of who I can describe that you'd know.
As she gets older, Janet Reno.
With a squattier face.
Yeah.
Short hair. Kind of a Mo Howard haircut, I think.
Yeah.
You know what we call that in the business?
They call
it. So they just talk about chick stuff all day?
Yeah, I think it's kind of the radio version of like the View or, Oprah.
What?
I guess Dover is kind of their Dr. Phil, I suppose. I don't know.
Hello?
Is this 105.3?
Yes.
I know how to hit a woman's G-spot while you...
Good. Give it a shot. Hello?
Yeah, Whitey is on that station, too, man. Can't you just picture that?
Who's Whitey?
He produced for Ron and Don for a while.
Whitey.
He was like the second or third when he lasted a couple of months.
What did he look like?
Oh, he was tall. He had white hair.
I don't think I ever saw him.
The tall guy with the platinum blonde hair.
Never saw him.
Kind of an albino.
They went through, they couldn't seem to get along with anybody. I want to hear it now. When is Elephant Chick on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to see if they have a picture here on their website. No.
You don't need a picture. I've seen her. Ooh.
I just want to see if maybe time had been kind.
If you're ugly, you normally don't grow into beauty. It's the other way around. With guys, actually you can. As you get older, a lot of guys get better looking.
Yeah.
It don't. What are we going to... Go ahead, you're on the air.
With guys, actually...
Yeah, just listen to the delay. Call me later. Yes, Lance?
Hey, they shut down that radio station you're talking about.
They started it Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on KRLD this morning.
It's off? What happened?
Turned it off.
Did Katie's mug have anything to do with it? And they didn't say why?
I didn't catch it.
Once you get a hold of Dover, since he was going to be there swinging crank of the station.
Okay.
That's funny. 3 days.
Love your show, Russ.
Thank you. 434.
Cheese Boy.
Rich Barra? He's still off in, where was it, Dan? Phoenix?
Yeah.
He's out there sucking.
Someplace in god-awful who knows where.
Sucking sand.
Okay.
And probably any guy that's close enough.
That's good.
Thanks for calling the Scott Savage Show. 435. Sorry, no comments. We have nothing to say. Nothing to see here, nothing to hear. Go away. Oh, you ready for news?
If you'd like.
All right.
Oh, I was going to show you an email I got.
Oh, let me see. Who's it addressed to?
Well, it's addressed to me. It's from a listener who has been emailing back and forth with Rich.
Oh, really?
Just teasing him from time to time, buddying up to him, and then forwarding the emails to me.
I think I've seen some of these. Go ahead, though.
He was buttering him up, and they were trading advice back and forth, but...
How did he butter him up? Did he tell him he was better than the Scott Savage Show? Or it's 435?
Tell him that he thought he was okay when he was in Dallas, that he thought he was a pretty good guy, and that he got a raw deal and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
There's the whole thing.
Where does it start?
You may have already seen that one.
Should I start at the bottom?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know where to start. I can't tell where it breaks up.
I'll just read you Rich's email from him.
All right.
I see.
Rich Barra, formerly of the Eagle Morning Show, the last jackass they tried to push off on me. Hold on to that, Dan. Dover's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Benjamin Dover?
Hey, when are you going to the Eagle?
Scott Savage Show.
Hey now. Cafe 990 is no more.
Yeah, that's what somebody called and told us, and then sent us a link. What happened? And what were you gonna do on a chick station?
I was going to be the sole voice of reason. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was just going to do the same show that I'm doing in L.A. on Saturday afternoon, and it's just the stuff we talk about.
Well, but if it was a chick station, what were you going to be doing there?
Getting a place to broadcast in Dallas-Fort Worth.
But I don't get how that was supposed to fit in the format unless, like I said earlier, if they had Katie Pruitt, they could go ahead and have you.
Stop it. God, JD.
Don't look at me.
God.
I thought that was a compliment.
No, on the weekends they were opening it up. Actually, Al Carroll was going to be on. I think he used to be on your station, didn't he?
All our exes.
Yeah, yeah.
All the people we don't want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it was all chicks all day. And
who was going to do mornings? Gail Lightfoot and who else?
Kelly Verla.
I don't know who that is. I know Gail. Gail's cute.
Yeah, Gail's great. Yeah. And Kelly's very talented. She's a corporate trainer and all that. And then they were going to do...
A puppet what?
She's a corporate trainer.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
Got it.
And then they were going to do pick up Dr. Joy Brown, who syndicated, and actually I think she blows.
Okay.
And then they were going to have Katie was going to do a couple hours middays, and then Lynn Hayes and Laura Kane.
Lynn Hayes.
Lynn Hayes, she was a sidekick on a morning show on 105.7.
I don't know who that is. Laura Kane.
Laura Kane.
Ooh.
Stop it.
Ooh.
Very, very talented voice actress and talk show host formerly in this market.
Say she's hot.
She's one of my best friends. Of course she's hot.
Liar.
I love Laura. She's a very good friend.
Ooh. Quit it. What about Katie?
Katie Pruitt?
Say she's hot.
I think Katie is one of the finest people in radio I've ever met. She's right there with you.
Is she hot?
I think that.
I know what you're thinking in your mind. You're going, yeah, she's hot, but in your mind, you're going, ooh.
Oh, stop! I'm not going to do this. JD, make him stop.
Yeah, you know better.
All right. So, what happened? They just ran out of money?
Well, this is the.
Oh, was it Katie's face? She got tired of trains.
God, we did knock it off.
You get
evil.
It? Oh, yeah.
Like that's a revelation. No, what happened?
He's moving up from trains and clocks.
Ooh. God. All right. Anything else?
No,
you didn't even get to the 6-foot blonde.
Who's the 6-foot blonde?
She was some chick that they had cut a syndication deal with this company that Michael Spears from KLLI joined this company about a month and a half ago. And it was syndicated. It was kind of like a local start syndication attempt for this girl named Lori Seal.
Is she hot?
She's not bad. You know, I only met her once, and you know, her selling point is a 6-foot blonde, which I never could understand because for a station whose idea was to promote female values, it seems like she was kind of running counter to what their mission statement was because of the way she was positioning her show.
Which was what?
Well, it's sort of like, you know, how to get a man and how to hang on to a man, and kind of sounded brainless, frankly. You know, and it didn't sound like...
Well, it was a chick station.
Well, yeah, but they've got ideas, too. And let's face it, in most normal households...
Yes.
You know that the women run the household. They make the decisions, right, Dan?
Yeah, Dan, that's... Tell him, Dan. Dan, we're not jumping on you for it. We just know that Laura's in control of all the finances because you suck at it.
I'm bad at keeping the balance. That's what she does.
Dan, I think Dan was relieved of his control when, like, you guys had the money, you just weren't writing checks.
I would forget.
Yeah. And I've done that. I mean, I'm not pointing figures because I've had to crap in my own backyard because I forgot to pay the water bill. But I don't have anybody to hand it off to.
Yeah. Lee kind of does the same thing.
It's very common. It's very common. So, anyway, so the bottom line, Russ, is that the guy that put the station together, he's been feeding this deal and putting it together for about 4.5, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he, you know,
how much money does it take to run a station like that?
I don't know.
I might buy it.
Well, actually, it probably wouldn't be a bad deal for a flip. You know, I think that the...
What's a flip mean? I don't know.
Well, getting the frequency and then flipping it to somebody else. You know, I think that right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see the deal end up in bankruptcy court because, you know, there's a lot of people owed a lot of money. One of the big law firms in town is owed 6 figures. A lot of vendors haven't been paid.
So what do you think it would cost for me to buy it?
Well, I know an offer of several $1 million has been rejected in the last 72 hours. So
why would they pay that much for an AM station with a rotten signal?
First off, the signal is crappy, but part of that problem is that they didn't have the money apparently to upgrade the transmitter. And even if they upgraded it, it's still a marginal.
Yeah,
signal.
Katie would still be there.
Yeah, yes, everybody would. But the reality is these stations have value if you get them at the right price. You can make some money. So it's really sad because a lot of people are really, you know, we're in a recession anyway. The radio business is tough anyway, and some people have given up good-paying gigs to come there.
See, I don't care about any of this. I just want to know what happened. Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Russ.
Thanks, JD. There's a joke in there, and I can't really figure out how to work it.
Mm-hmm.
I would. I'd clean out my bank accounts if I thought they were going to die.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, I've had dogs too. I know. Had one die.
Obviously, you didn't lie.
I do love my dog. Little boxer.
Die in your arms?
Died in my arms.
With your hands around their neck?
No. No. I had a heart attack.
When you choked it?
No. I loved my dog.
You couldn't just walk it. It was a rough call. I looked down at her and went, the doctor said she'd be okay, so I'm going to work. Then I got to think about it. That's horse crap. And I was right.
It was a good thing.
All right, I'm sorry. Didn't go right ahead. I'm done with my dog story.
Okay. You remember the last time?
And JD strangling his pets.
Don't start this.
Isn't it funny? He happened to have a heart attack the day you're strangling him.
I never strangled
What's the coincidence of that?
I never strangled that dog. Sweet puppy.
Why do you have a heart attack?
I don't know. Congenital heart failure.
No oxygen.
No.
Heartless bastard.
It's a big dog that bit my head off.
Did your head fall on him?
No. I saw that, Dan.
Did you lose your balance and your head fell on him? They should do JD bobbleheads and not me. That would look funnier.
My head is not large.
It didn't used to be this big.
It's always been the same.
How come I never noticed?
I looked at, I even went back and looked at pictures before, and it looks the same now as it did then.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Why don't we take a picture from like 1993?
Okay.
And one from now.
Yes.
And we'll put them on the website and actually let people compare.
That'll be fine. I'm glad to do that.
And don't stand up really tall like this. So
I've gained weight and lost weight, but right now
But now you're back down to the weight you were back in the early 90s.
Close.
And I don't remember your head being that big.
JD's sitting at home with joy going through all of his pictures. See, look
at that. Does my head look that big? No, honey, your head's not near that big because that's a photo.
Okay.
That one's much smaller. Yeah. Hold on, Dan. I'm sorry. It's all right. Yes, Greg?
All right, Russ. Let's find out how much money you're willing to spend on that little rat you call a dog. Is it one Batmobile or one tire from your Batmobile?
Dude, I thought about that driving in. If I ran out of expenses,
right.
if I didn't have the money or I didn't have a credit card or whatever and I had to start selling stuff, how far would I go? If I sold the whole house and everything and there's still the Batmobile in the garage.
Would you sell the tires off of it to get her?
Buddy, there's a heaven for a reason.
There you go. At least you're honest.
I think the Batmobile would have. You know what? If you put them both side by side, and it's no hose, and I know it sounds like a great big pussy, but if you put them both side by side and the little dog looking up at you with, the great big eyes, I'd kick it in the puss. That Batmobile staying.
Hey, Russ,
you should have been born a Rottweiler. Thanks, Craig. Didn't go the way you thought, did it? Take you and your IV out in the backyard. I'm going for a drive.
Just run over the dog with the Batmobile.
Hold on. Yes, Marcus?
Yeah, I want to know if that dog J.D. Strangle was black.
I didn't.
I want to know if that was a little black.
No, boxers are notoriously brown.
Well, I know some boxers are brown and with the white chest, but some of them are black, and I just assumed that yours was black since you strangled it.
Mine was brown.
Are you black, Marcus?
No,
you're not black. I don't know why you would care then. Somebody was black, they probably would
strangle.
That is funny that you strangle a black dog.
I didn't strangle my dog.
How old were you when this happened?
17.
Wow. Your hatred goes that far back?
I didn't strangle my dog.
Did you actually put the hood on when you did it?
Don't start this. People are going to think you're serious.
Did you burn like a little 4-foot cross in front of his doghouse?
No.
I'm sorry, Dan. Continue with your... Do we have to break? All right. Hold on to your email.
I will.
We'll be back and milk this for another segment.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, what's the Rich Barrett email say?
All right, well, you just remember last time we talked about him, and we mentioned Rich Barrett at clearchannel.com for people to email him.
Did we mention that? I guess we did. This guy found him. Yeah. It's Berra.
Right.
Rich Barrett. Same backstabbing turd that tried to take over my show at the Eagle.
And you remember
I remember that Dan bought into a schmear and almost went over to
for a day,
the gay side.
Anyway.
For a day.
The only reason I'm mentioning this is because remember how many
take the focus off the fact that you tried to stab me in the back too.
Remember how? No, I didn't.
You called me mercurial.
You are.
So? I never called you mercurial behind your back. I called you monkey chrome.
But you remember all the emails that people copied us on? That they would send him an email and they'd copy them to us?
You know what they call it, monkey chrome?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what, Dan?
Mercurochrome.
I know.
It's funny the way he said it.
I know.
That's the way we said it as kids? Monkey chrome?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What were you reading?
The only reason I mentioned that is the first line of his email.
Talking about monkey chrome?
No. All the emails that people copied us on.
All right, go ahead.
I get maybe a few emails every couple of months or so.
This is from Rich now.
From Rich. This is Rich back to the guy. The guy said, do you ever hear anything from all the people that listen to Russ? His reply is, I get maybe a few emails every couple of months or so, mostly from you. I still have a bunch of friends back there, so I hear about everything Russ says. I just don't bother to respond. It would be like defending yourself against some BS National Enquirer article. Where would I start?
You'd start at the truth where you're a backstabbing turd. And the fact that Dan bought into it and started to stab me in the back, too. How dare you?
Although, if I were all the stuff I've been accused of, I'd write to kick my ass, too. I sound like a real effer. I'd be a lot tougher on me than you are. I worked for and with some complete a-holes who I could just not make a right move around on or off the air at a few different stations.
Isn't it funny that it's always their fault?
I worked with them.
Right.
They were a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me. It's not the fact that every station that I worked in Dallas, I got kicked off the air because I sucked.
Now, how many stations did he work for before he got to us?
16, I think.
Okay. Working with Russ was the first time I worked with a bunch of people who just hated me. I've been working in radio for about 9 years before that and never had one fight.
That 16 stations in 9 years? Yeah, there's something wrong there. Punk, backstabber, turd.
I just did my own thing. Dallas was way different. I was a marked dude. We were all put in an uncomfortable situation that I could have.
Yeah, nobody likes to work with a backstabber. That's uncomfortable for everybody. And the fact that Dan bought into it. Backstabber friend.
I know I had my weenie suit zipped up tight then. I can't apologize anymore, and I don't like to waste time looking back. Besides, that stuff is all manufactured anyway. I did have some lousy shows. I'll give you that. So he's saying you made everything up. Here's the best part.
Good. I was hoping there would be one.
I told Russ the day he left, I wished him all the success, and I wouldn't ever air our dirty laundry on any show. I never have. Hold on. One more sentence. I shook his hand and looked him in the eye. I never lied to those guys. Be good, Ron. Peace. Rich. Duck and cover?